My name is Ryan Mars. I am the company engineer and also the Freedom Plant Manager. George Gutchess started Gutchess Lumber in 1904, and then currently it's owned and operated by fifth generation management, Matt Gutchess. Gutchess Lumber owns 7 locations. We have 4 sawmills. We have a drying facility in Latrobe, PA. We have a pallet mill in Preble, New York. And then we have a wood yard out in Taconic. Freedom location is a green sawmill. We basically harvest timber in 50 to 75 mile radius around the Freedom sawmill, bring those logs into this facility and process them through our sawmill. And then we send the lumber that we manufacture to our drying facilities and also sell some of that lumber to some green customers. The project that we partnered up with TS Manufacturing consisted of a sorter line. And as we developed the plan for the sorter line, we added in a optimized lumber grader, a 60 bin sorter, stacker, new trimmer, new grading line. We were currently operating with a pull chain. We'd worked very hard over the past few years to expand our production capacity by adding some band mills and an optimized edger, and we were able to produce a lot of lumber per hour, and the pull chain was limiting our ability to see the mill run at full capacity. As we continued to struggle with that, we decided that we wanted to put in a sorter. I had known Riley and Ted for a long time, and we just knew eventually that we'd end up working together, especially as our company works to automate the material handling positions that exist in the lumber business. Using the green chain, the pull chain, it would take 10 people per shift to pile all the lumber into carts. And having the bin sorter, it allows us to process lumber so much faster on the outfeed end of the mill that we don't have to worry about backing up our band saws anymore. And so the efficiency gain there is tremendous. To add positives to the bin sorter, it's fully automated. We have one person monitoring the flow into the sorter line, and then we have one person that runs the stacker. We went from 30 plus people between 2 shifts to run the back end of the mill down to 2 per shift. The existing equipment that we had, the trimmer that we were using, was antiquated and used pretty well over the last 20 years. And so in addition to adding the 60 bin sorter, we needed a new trimmer. It allows us to trim the lumber much better. There's a servo fence that gives us infinite end positioning, so we can trim the lumber to the optimized solution that gives us the most yield, and it allows us to run at up to 60 lugs a minute. The AccuTally software has been a tremendous benefit to allowing us to sort our lumber the way we want it. It's very user-friendly, very simple to use. Anybody that's worked with lumber sorting software going into using the AccuTally software for the first time should find it very user-friendly. It's allowed us to meet our objectives in regards to seeing the sawmill run at capacity. The startup process when we went to start this new sorter line up was fantastic. I think the controls team that TS Manufacturing has is phenomenal. They did a great job starting up the equipment, getting the line running, and then they've done a great job supporting us through small changes that we needed to make after the initial startup was completed. That's the main thing for me is the support through the controls, because the controls are like kind of the heart of the line through the PLC, so it's important that you have good control support. As far as mechanical support and service, I think that any project that you work on and bring to life, you're always going to find little issues here and there. And I would say on this sorter project, there was very little issue that needed to be resolved, and those small issues that did arise were handled quickly. I get that question all the time, and I've recommended that they work with TS Manufacturing. We're continuing to work with TS Manufacturing on other automation projects as we speak, and we'll continue to do so in the future.